Hey you all, welcome back to the Three Rings, and today we're talking about politicians and how they really don't represent who me and you are, and instead really represent their own agenda and the things they want to pass to make their lives better, but not so much the lives of the people they are supposed to serve. So in this last week, I've been doing a lot of research into the Supreme Court and the Supreme Court justices, because lately, something happened that was not cool. Roe v. Wade was overturned, which is really, really not great at all, because it strips away the right to abortion and is very anti-choice. And I believe the freedom of choice is so important to everyone's freedom, but this is truly detrimental because it takes away safe abortions. It is going to force more kids into the foster care system, and I just truly am saddened and just appalled by the fact that people think it's a good idea to take away the choice of others. And the fact that men on the Supreme Court, like Brett Kavanaugh and Clarence Thomas, who have been accused of sexual assault, are making laws about women's bodies when it could be the case that they did not respect women's bodies in the past. So, you know, it's crazy, and it seems so upside down that that other people are making laws on other people's bodies that they don't even have. Like, it's crazy to me. It saddens my heart. And also, Amy Coney Barrett was a part of that choice. A lot of conservative judges on the Supreme Court passed that bill and overturned Roe v. Wade. I don't know if bill is the correct term, but they overturned something that really gave a lot of freedom to people. So I think people should be worried when your government is literally stripping away your choice and your rights as a human being. And Amy Coney Barrett, one of the conservative justices who passed this bill, was raised Catholic, was involved in a religious cult at one point. During their college years, led a lot of pro-life groups, and went to a college that's goal was to push out conservative lawmakers. And it worked. Amy Coney Barrett is a Supreme Court justice. Brett Kavanaugh, also Catholic, and you know, again, nothing wrong with being religious, but if you bring in your religious values to law in a country that does somewhat state in its you know, constitution and such that, hey, separation of church and state is a good thing, even though that's not the exact term, because if you actually look at it, it's more like, hey, there should not be a state-authorized religion, thus separating church and state. America was very founded on Christianity. You know, the guys who wrote our Declaration of Independence, the Founding Fathers, seem to have some Christian influences, and were also slave owners, which is not cool. And the fact that we are still following the laws and the ideas of some of these people, when, you know, no one owns slaves anymore, at least in the US, I hope, and but not as many people are as religious as they used to be, yet we are following a constitution written over 200 years ago, and taking into account laws and making choices about people today, when things back then were totally different. It's kind of crazy that old piece of paper written back in 1776 is so, like, protected, because amending the Constitution wouldn't be a bad thing. France has amended its Constitution a ton, so why haven't we? Back to the Supreme Court justices, Amy, Brett, Clarence Thomas, all assigned by conservative presidents. They are going to push a conservative agenda. They were educated to, they were raised that way, and they obviously did not challenge their views as they got older. I was raised conservative, yet look at me now, I definitely am not conservative anymore. I definitely have more left-leaning views, and I think there could be better systems than the one we are in, and we can make it better. And the point of this video is, our politicians that are in office don't represent me and you. They don't want to pass bills that benefit us. They don't want to make the world a better place for us. They want to make it a better place for them. Nancy Pelosi is even a great example. They obviously have done great in the stock market and know and do a lot of things that benefit them making money. They pass bills, trade stocks that end up making them richer and making other people poorer, because they're literally playing and controlling the market, which is just crazy. that they're basically allowed to cheat. I'm not against people making money. I'm not against accruing wealth, as long as it is not at the expense of your fellow human beings. And our politicians, instead of serving us, they serve themselves. And they're usually serving themselves bigger paychecks, and they're serving their friends bigger paychecks. And they're passing bills and laws that make them wealthier, that make other multi-billionaires wealthier, and just continually decrease the amount of say we have in what they do. This is a scary thing to me, because we need to be represented in our society. We need politicians who want to change the world for better. And I think the way we can do that is by me and you running for political office, by me and you petitioning, trying to make a community change, by educating ourselves and educating others to make this world a better place. You know, I don't think that everything I think about politically is right. I know I am probably wrong in a lot of areas. I do think, though, I have good ideas that could change things, and I think a lot of us do. And I think a lot of us want to see a better world for our friends, for our family, for the future generations, for our kids. But I do want to see my nephews and my nieces succeed in the future, and the ability to become the best they can and have a society that backs them up. And we don't have that right now. We have a society that doesn't care for us, and would rather take from us all the time and barely give anything in return. We have been given a shit deal when it comes to America. And while it is not the worst country in the world, it has a lot it needs to improve on. And I believe me and you, we can do this. We can change these things, and we can make this world a better place. So yeah, that's it. We need more politicians that represent me and you. And the way to do that is for us to get involved in politics, for us to spur that change. And I truly believe we can do it. And I think the foundation of all of that is education, empathetic conversation with both sides, left or right, and in the middle, just having an open mind, being empathetic, leading with love, and educating ourselves on everything, not just one point of view, but both points of view, every point of view, because there are more than two political parties. At least there should be, yet we only focus on Democrats and Republicans. There are more ways to make a better society other than just communism and just capitalism and just socialism. We can truly make this world a better place, and I hope we can have politicians who represent us well in the future, and I think me and you can do that. Let me know your thoughts on the Supreme Court, on the politicians, and how they represent us in the comments below, and I cannot wait to see you guys next time, and hopefully we'll be talking about something a little more positive, maybe about the future and where it will take us. Nonetheless, thank you guys so much. I will see you next time. This is Gabriel, signing off. Peace.